Okay, so each construction kind of has like a page or two where we'll practice. The first one is congruent segments. So write congruent segments, so that way it's labeled clearly. I also assigned this on Alex for next week, and those assignments will post on Saturday. So you'll also see like the online kind of version of this. What are congruent segments? Congruent segments are segments that are the exact same length. They don't necessarily have to be like parallel or in any sort of orientation, but if they're the same length, they're congruent. As we do these constructions, I'm going to be following these directions right here. So if you prefer like reading the directions, they're always right there. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit so it's a little bit clearer. Okay, so step one, once it focuses. Step one is use a straight edge to draw a segment longer than the given segment. So you're going to use your ruler, or straight edge as they call it, to draw a segment longer than the original. So just draw a straight line longer than segment AB. Then the next step is to label the endpoint point R. Okay, then next, you're going to use your compass to measure the distance between A and B. So you're going to have to adjust it so it's exactly that length or opening. So you measure it with the compass and make like a little mark at point B, like this. Then you're going to take that same measurement and put it on point R and make that same mark. So I measured it, I adjusted it, so it's that opening. If you're having trouble, you can loosen it with this bolt thing here. And then I put it on R, make the same mark. If it's too tight where you can't like expand it or anything, you just loosen this a little bit and you'll be able to move it. And then this intersection right here, label it point S. Then it says to erase the excess segment, and we can say that segment AB is congruent to segment RS. Okay, we're going to repeat these steps with number one. First step, using the straight edge, draw a segment longer than the first one. And label the endpoint R. Then I'm going to measure the length of AB using this, like make it that opening, make a mark at B, and then using the same measurement, put it on R and make that same mark. Label this S. AB is congruent to RS. Okay, now we repeat. If you're comfortable and want to work at your own pace, you can. I'm going to keep walking through the steps because I know not everyone is at a point where they're ready to work independently. Okay, then I'm going to measure the distance between AB. Make a mark. And then put it on R, make the same mark. This is S. AB is congruent to RS. Okay, next one, number 3, making a segment longer than AB. Endpoint R. Using the compass to measure. Number 4. Segment longer than the original. 4. Measure this length. AB is congruent to RS.